Hello everybody, it's me, your favorite Italian streamer, Italian Gamer Joe. Welcome to a new night of streams. Today is January 22nd, 2022. It's 2022. And tonight we do not have Nancy's Brew tonight. Well, maybe not yet at least. Hope everybody is having a wonderful night. The time is about 9:30 Central Standard Time. And we are getting ready to play a different kind of adventure game tonight. This one's more of a narrative-driven experience, so any chance I can get to make some comments and make some feedback of the game, I'll try. But this is a very narrative-driven experience, so you're definitely gonna see me reacting to things when I find the moments to do so. That way I can get the opportunity to do so, because this is one of those experiences where it's a very interesting game. And welcome on in, Sire Wombat, welcome on in, Tons of Fail, Quava, hope you're all having a great night. The game we are playing tonight, at least for now, is The Beginner's Guide. I don't know if any of you have ever played the Stanley Parable. That was another really popular adventure game that came out several years ago. This is the sequel to the Stanley Parable, but it's not a spiritual sequel. It's more of a self-contained game. And you know what? I'm going to look up real quick who wrote this game. Give me 1 second. The Beginner's Guide game. This game was written by... Was it Davey Retton? I think his name is. When it first came out, Davey Redden, when this game first came out, it was a very interesting game, and it's not that long. It's like 2 hours. It's like a very, very short game, but it's interesting because from a game development standpoint, there's a lot of stuff here when it comes to game development and when it comes to so much. And I find this game to be very interesting because it's one of those experiences where you might find yourself more exploring in this game and less actually doing anything. It's a very, very narrative driven experience. So one of the reasons why I wanted to include it in the stream and play it is because it's an adventure game. I love adventure games, and it's also a very narrative driven adventure game. So there's going to be a lot of listening, a lot of watching, and it's one of those games that's you don't know what's going to come next. It's very every time you go from level to level, there's just something new and something different and something wild. So I'm really excited to do this. Yellow Trick, welcome on in. A big exploration on choice and video. Yeah, exactly. And I'm excited. If at any point during the game my audio is too low or the game's audio is too high, please let me know and I can fix it on my end. Just feel free to let me know. We may play more adventure games tonight, or I might switch to a community night after this. I haven't decided yet. If any of you are interested in maybe playing What the Dub later, feel free to let me know, and I might switch to community night instead of another adventure game. So feel free to let me know if you want to stick around. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump on in. I'm really excited to play Beginner's Guide. This game is really, really fun, and this is going to be a really emotional experience. This is a very emotional game. And I don't know if the events in this game are real. I don't know if this actually happened in real life, but it's definitely a very interesting experience. So viewer discretion is advised for this game. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so let me go ahead and fix my camera for a second so I'm more centered. Perfect. Okay, let me go ahead and launch the game. I'm gonna try to make the game audio a little bit lower because it is a loud game. So if my voice is too low, let me know. Yeah, no problem, Yellow Trick. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate the lurk, and you'll hear me reacting to things quite a bit. And thanks, Guava, for the compliment earlier. I really appreciate that. This is how the game starts. As I said before, the audio might be too low, so if it is, just let me know. I can fix it. I can raise the volume of the narrator that's narrating the game. So feel free to let me know, and let's just get started. Wombat wants to do a Would You Rather. Feel free to type it to me while I begin the game, and when I get a chance, I'll answer it. My audio is on. Cool. Got the controls down. Go left or go... Yeah, exactly.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote the Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make.
Easy,
so
yeah, right.
Just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
God, I want to do this.
Is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at DAVEYWREDBN
I wonder how many people emailed him.
Okay, that's about it
crazy.
For the introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Okay, Steve Robert says, would you rather be the only one who can play the 34th Nancy Drew game, but can't tell anyone about it, or be a suspect in a Nancy Drew game, but you are not aware of whether or not you committed the crime? I would do the first one. I'd rather be the one that played the 34th Nancy Drew game, but I can't tell anyone about it. I'd rather do that. I would rather do that, Wombat. That would be me, 100%. I feel like in the second one, it's like Among Us, where it's like, or I don't know, it's like, I'm the imposter. Welcome on in, Bebop Perillo. I'm doing well. We're playing a new game. We're playing the Beginner's Guide. If you have no idea what's going on, just sit back and relax and enjoy this insanely creative experience. It's a very interesting adventure game, and it's a very narrative-driven adventure game. So you're not going to see me reacting as much because I do want Davy's narrative to come through well. So you'll usually see me react to things like when I get these quiet moments here. But feel free to leave some comments while I'm playing. The first game has started, and as soon as we walk into this room, the next scene's going to start, and it's going to get very intense. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
Warning. Whisper machine active.
Whisper machine active. Evacuate immediately.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
I guess you have to turn around and go this way. Thanks so much, RikersBeard82, for the follow. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe community. Is there more than one way? No, there's not. Okay. I can't reload.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Oh, do they go this way? Okay. Oh, look at this.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe.
Oh my gosh, you can see the gray floor. Is this Unity? Is this Unity where you can see the fictional floor of the game? Oh my gosh. Italian Spider Joe or Italian Grasshopper Joe? Italian Spider Joe for sure. Spider Joe. Drink or new New York superhero. Exotic. Look at that. Look how you can see like the rectangular floor of the game. That's so funny. Like you have this beautiful universe and then bam, like rectangular floor. It's so funny to me. Can you go anywhere here? No. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, it's like is this a maze or something?
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, he skipped us. That's so funny. Sedi Frick, Italian Spider-Man is so good. Thank you. I know, right? I love how it captures your first game energy. It really does. I haven't ever designed a 3D game before, but this is really cool. I really like this a lot.
This is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
This is so interesting. I'm like loving this so far. Is that it?
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
That pretty sus. I know, right, Hex? Like, she's basically asking us to die. Well, okay, let's do it.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh, he re-edited the game. Okay. So what happens instead? Oh. What the? Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
The beam causes you to start floating.
Oh,
and this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
This is really cool.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Davey's just guessing, right? Said he right? Yeah, exactly. I can't move forward. Like my W key is not. Oh.
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
You can... Okay. The past was behind her. Alright, so we're gonna have to walk backwards. That is so weird. I'm holding the S key on my keyboard. How was he... Yup. Like, he said yup as soon as I pushed the S button. That is so crazy. The past was behind her. Oh, shit.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less
Why does the
advanced than
future
the previous
keep changing?
game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
That is really unique. That is, like, amazing. That is really, really cool. The past was behind her, but the future could not be seen. Oh, why does the future keep changing? That is really cool. That's very creative. That's so creative. Oh, there's a new room. Okay. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Oh, wow. That is really, really cool. I'm liking this a lot. Like, but if the future is always behind her... Hi, Des. Kinda. How will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought. It says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that.
That's
Which, to me,
crazy.
is why it works, because it gets out quick.
That's crazy.
Okay, next one.
That was pretty crazy. Oh my gosh, is this a horror game? Am I inside a horror game now? How are you, Des? By the way, you have to accept me on Steam so that I can give you the Nancy Drew giveaway games. This is crazy. Oh man, not a horror game. You are now entering... Oh, this is scary. Who here wants to see Italian Gamer Joe play more horror games? Can I just get, like, an emote, like, reaction to that? Who would like to see Italian Gamer Joe get the shit scared out of him? Please tell me.
And that's it.
What?
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be
Hi,
patient
Polygon,
with me
welcome
for
in.
a few more games, and I promise.
Can I get a shout out for Polygon, please? So we're playing this really cool narrative-driven game, and it's really intense.
Would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
The Sims 4. For those of you that are here, please give
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it.
What is going on here?
Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
This game is so interesting. There's, like, so much going on in each of these little, like, experiences. It's so unique. For those of you that are here, please go... Yeah, it is a meta game. Please go give Polygon Gamer a follow. He does hilarious The Sims 4 playthroughs, but he also plays a bunch of other games. I've seen him play Sims 4. I've seen him play The Forgotten City. I've seen him play... Like, he just, like, true... I've seen you play a variety of games, Polygon. What else do you play? I'm trying to... Like, do you play Dead by Daylight? I'm trying to think, like, what other games you play. But regardless of the game he plays, like, just go give him a follow, because he's really fun to hang out with. Welcome on in, Bigfoot Believes. Also, I saw that you started your first stream. Bigfoot Believes, congratulations on welcome on into the Twitch world. Des says, I saw you playing this game after an ad you be on Steam. All kinds of things, DVD. Oh yeah, Jackbox, Mario Party, Mario Kart, Sims puzzle game. That's what I thought. This is not a puzzle game. This is just a completely narrative-driven experience called The Beginner's Guide. It was made by Davey something, and he's the same creator of the Stanley Parable. So if you know what the Stanley Parable is, then you'll know this. It's a very narrative-driven experience, and there's no puzzles. It's all kind of just like walk in one direction, listen to stuff. It's kind of like you're taking a tour through a bunch of 3D game worlds that are really intense. So, yeah, Genezy, right? So let's go ahead and walk up these stairs and see what's inside this big building. Thank you, it's been really fun, and yes, I should play horror games. Okay, good to know, good to know. Now we're going up these stairs. Oh wow, my character's walking slower. I'm not doing this. Oh my god.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
Oh my god.
So why, if code is not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well,
I can't even walk.
I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you
I'm
can
crawling
enter the door for
right
yourself.
now. Oh my god. That's crazy. It won't let me go any further. It won't let me go up like faster than this. This is crazy. Oh my god. Wait, did he say something that I was supposed to do? Oh, press enter. Oh, thank you, Janeezy. I wasn't paying attention. Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't paying attention. What? Okay, what is this? Play as a flare of floating eyes. You are a gate. The game's nothing but giant blocks of text. You start in a small room until you realize you just can't walk through walls. Game of motivational quotes played by a stranger appears.
A room that's warm and nice.
Game filled with chairs except one is floating.
Ideas for games.
Live on a boat taking orders from the captain. The captain is always wrong. Stand on an X staring at a bear for 3 hours.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that.
To scream in
it can be
15 seconds to keep playing
to get
a game. Unlocks the door to a completely separate game. This is amazing. Oh, and it ended. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the hydrates. That was really cool. Thanks for the hydration redemptions. All of these redemptions of hydrate are brought to you by Ice Mountain Water. I know, you're all thirsting for Italian Gamer Joe. GG's easy game, right? What is going on here? Are we in a parking garage? Where's my keys? Beep, beep. This is crazy. This game is a really interesting experience. What is that?
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Well, we have to, like... Can I, like, do this? Okay, I think I did it. I beat 32 Nancy Drew games.
Because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're going to see it a lot.
I beat many Nancy Drew games, okay? This is crazy. Where are we?
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. All right, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
All right, let's check this out. Oh my god! Holy shit! This is really cool.
There was more to it than we.
Hi, C-Dub, welcome in.
I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic
thank you for giving C-Dub
outer
the
world.
shout out.
Either way, I think that the point is the same. Is that most of the time, you don't get to know what
this
you're
is
missing,
amazing.
or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Oh, and it just ends like that. Oh my gosh. C-Dub, how are you doing tonight? I saw in your Discord that you were watching Drag Race Season 14 or something, maybe, potentially. I just saw the newest episode. I will not spoil it. But I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it. You are now exiting. Where are we exiting?
So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that
Italian horror
game
joke,
and puzzle game are literally
all right, well,
connected
I'll start playing more horror games if you all really want me to play horror.
There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play.
Just
a
prepare
role,
to see me get the shit scared out of me.
That we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
That's so funny, Jane Easy. The Great and Lovely Descent. How are you doing, C-Dub, if you're still here? We're actually all going through the games Joe's played on Steam stream. Right. Wait, where did my cursor go and where's the house? Oh my god, I lost my bearings. Oh, here we go. Have you played Firewatch? No, I want to. I really want to, but Wombat. I have it on Xbox.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
This is really cool. A Nancy Drew version of this from her interact. Oh man.
To make all of these
if
games,
Midnight in
Coda
Salem was like this.
Called Source.
Source.
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Her Interactive should have made, though, Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem like an open, like walking around.
You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Oh wow, look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this game wants us to platform. Oh no, this just turned into Mario. The new Nancy Drew game. Nancy has gone missing and has left clues for the Hardy Boys. Yeah, in this like weird metaversy world. I'm like, this is scary. Holy shit, look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I'm scared. I thought I was gonna die. This is like nightmare fuel, okay? Like, this is like my dreams at night. Like, you ever have that dream? You ever have that like, oh my god, I'm falling! Oh my god, that was crazy. And have you ever have those dreams where you feel like you're falling, and then you wake up and you're like, what the fuck? Okay. Oh my god, I'm falling. Holy shit. Oh, this is so scary. Nancy Drew in the multitude of the metaverse. Yeah. Nancy Drew to look through the victims game. Oh my gosh, Guava. This is crazy. This is scary. Oh my god. This is like a oh no. Okay. I thought I was gonna die. This is so scary. Like, this is like nightmare fuel. Oh man. Okay, here's the end. Oh, it's like a staircase. Okay. Here we go. That was spooky. All right, we're going down the stairs. What the hell is going on here? That was crazy. What is this? And what is that? This is literally me the whole game. What is this? What is that? What is this? We're in a jail. This could be an investigation in VR in real life. That would be insane. Like a metaverse Nancy Drew game. Oh shit. Wait, what the? Oh my god, is the game putting me? Wait, what the? Is this an elevator? Oh my gosh. What is going on? Like an ARG? Wait, what? The game is gonna put me in jail? What the?
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting.
A full hour?
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
He made the player wait for a full hour? Are you fucking kidding me? That is fucked up. No, like, she has to solve the developer's last game's riddle through... That would be cool, Wombat. Actually, that would be really, really cool. Oh, no, better call Ned and Best to do the work. Yeah, right. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and here we are. We're going back downstairs again.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable. Whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games.
Playable Games.
That was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in, and nothing else.
Oh, wow.
Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Like, look at how scary this looks. Like, look at these empty prisons. Or, like, this is like a this feels like a horror game with the way this looks and everything. It's just so spooky. Talk about spooky. Okay, so let's continue going down these stairs. This is, like, really, really interesting. Cattle blocks? Really? Oh, wow, we're outside now. And now we're back at that door puzzle again.
It's the puzzle again.
Yeah.
With the exact same solution as the last time.
We have to go fast and we close it. Okay. Yeah.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return
this is crazy.
to over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
This is really cool, but also like really crazy. This is like so unique and so like creative. Like I'm loving it, but at the same time, it's like also creepy, but also, whoa, what is that? Listen, listen, listen. Speak, you there. Did you come from above?
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities.
Wow.
Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. I find games with exploration of empty places to be spooky, like The Witness. Yeah, The Witness is freaky. I'm just gonna say I was in a prison. Speak. That's the world above. You've been there. Now, this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. Again, perfect. Now, please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I'll just say someone else let me in, because it's the narrator. You didn't solve it, so you have learned nothing. You cannot help us escape the room. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be someone else. This is creepy. I found The Witness so zen. The Witness is cool, though. I do like it. It's just definitely like, it reminds me a lot of Myst. Have any of you ever played Myst? Wait, what the? It's the same room again. Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Do you want to know how to solve it? No, we actually found the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Yes, I did see it. Oh, you did like Myst Polygon? Yeah, I played all of them. My favorite is the sequel, Riven. You'll see it again soon. This is crazy. Myst was so tough when I was a kid. I wonder what it's like as an adult. Well, the new release just came out, and it's basically Myst. Riven. Oh, it is hard, but it's
the final floor of the level.
Polygon. If you decide to get it, just use a walkthrough. That's what I did. Just use a walkthrough. I mean, it's really hard. Just enjoy your experience of it while using the walkthrough, because I mean, you could try to go for it without a walkthrough, but it is tough. Where is this? An apartment or like a school? And why is there a giant lamppost?
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but
is this Narnia?
For some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games.
Adventure games are my favorite kind of games.
I'll tell you
I
what
love adventure games.
I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose.
This is very strange and abstract.
Only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Bebop says I was super sheltered as a kid and found the brothers in Myst to be super scandalous. Oh my god. Yeah, the brothers. Yeah. I remember playing the game. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. What? Really? Wait, really? Oh my gosh, this place looks like the barracks you used to live in. Nice room. Not. This is cool. Wait, can I leave a note?
First off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet.
All
of the notes that you're going to
see
Husky.
Can we get a shout out for Husky?
By Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played.
Look at this.
This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level,
hear me?
And it was just so different from anything that anyone else was
This is so cool.
Right away I was like,
hello.
I have to be friends with this person.
Reasonable.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too
read this
pushy,
shit.
trying to get his attention.
Hey. This place
I was
over
over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me.
Once upon a time I did.
And I cooled off
find
eventually.
Fun. Balls.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes.
Husky, how are you?
Anything for you, nothing extra.
I'm king of the world. This is so cool.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness.
How is there wood and grass in the concrete?
Filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs, and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
I never want to see. I'm crying now in my eyes.
But it's ironic, isn't it?
What the?
That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection.
This is amazing.
I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
It's kind of scary though too. I mean, it's there's like different, there's like so many vibes going on here. Husky says I'm good, just rebranding to a comfy cozy streamer. Wait, rebranding? Does that mean you're changing your name again too? Like, are you still gonna be Husky Dax? Me writing notes to myself on the Animal Crossing news board. Oh my god, I know, right? And Guava, like, yeah, I used to do that on my DS version all the time. All the time. Always Husky, but then, okay. Just looking for someone to talk with. Aww. I refuse to believe. Jeez. just a comfy Husky. How does one choose a Sona? Town gossip on AC. I agree with the narrator that it does feel like lonely reading all these notes that were never meant to be read. Yeah. Wait, did that just say butt spot? Butt ass butt. Oh my god, I thought that said butt spot. I was like, is butt spot in this game? I need to go to the freaking bathroom. Recognize me, please. Look at all these notes. Wonder if you can go and read them. My inner Nancy Drew is coming out. There's nothing here, go back. Don't listen to that guy. This is crazy. A free t-shirt. Need other side door, why so? How open? Open sesame. This reminds me of Super Mario Maker, where if you die, like all the notes appear. Like, do all of you know what I'm talking about in Super Mario Maker, where if you die, you see all the notes? Like, that's what this reminds me of. Like, people that died and then they write notes. Oh, people because the internal feeling I get. Oh my gosh, there's so many. New room. Did you hear the chimes? They keep something. I would like to be desired. Oh my gosh, this is like, it's very crowded here. Scared of writing something. I don't want to feel judged. Someone who looks at my art flies like, how this artist must be so thirsty. You can go in here, I think. Don't bother. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. This is where I get off. I fail to write anything here. I am compelled. Stop, turn back, proceeding further will only result in misery. I might look for a bit. Yeah, no problem, Des. And thanks for accepting my Steam friend request. Expect a notification soon. Take my hand, let's jump together. Oh my god. This is crazy. And look at all those notes over there that you can't read. Wow. Oh, I missed one. We have to go get my whatever it's called is gonna kick in. I have to see it. Welcome, congratulations. I don't really know where to go with this. That was funny. That was really funny. And for those of you that don't know, Des won a giveaway for Nancy Drew games, and I will be holding another giveaway soon for more Nancy Drew content. So if you're not a follower of my channel already, please consider giving me a follow and join my Discord, where I do host giveaways for Nancy Drew and other adventure games. Cabbage shapes our nation. What is this painting? It does not matter if you ever get over there. Hey, don't talk about me that way. Very good game. I think this is not going anywhere. Next time I will do better. Pokeboy Joshi, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe community. Okay, let's see. This is a note, question mark? Don't listen to the other notes. Oh my god, there's so many. I'm not safe. Holy shit. We're not going to read all of them, but we're definitely going to read some of them. Wow, look at this. This is so unique. Painting, what does it mean? Whoever made this has issues. Who are all of you? We all will die someday. Spoilers doesn't mean anything. Devil Tower Star. I mean, that is really cool, I gotta say. Just assume the rest are written by Buttspot. He himself was the most horrible creature he could imagine. These are getting like very meta, very meta. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. Doing well. How are you, Pokeboy Joshi? There must be a reason for it though. His terrible accent kept it well. This is crazy. I beat the game. I beat the game. Oh my gosh. More room.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
The puzzle?
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Koda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
That's a really interesting interpretation. Great, I'm glad you're having a great night.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Koda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I like how they're... This is crazy.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that
this is crazy.
Elusive bigger picture.
I mean, it's a good interpretation, though, that, like, it's a way of Koda making peace with an idea. This is crazy. What the hell? Please say something. It can be anything. I need you to say something, please. Talk to me. Speak, 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 speak. Oh my god. That is crazy. This is just insane.
Okay, this one is
Porn
tough.
stars died too.
It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
One of these is gonna be right Shakespeare. What the hell is going on here? That's a well over there. And then what's that in the distance over there? We're probably gonna go to it soon, probably. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe we can't. Maybe we're gonna go that way now. Okay, let's see. That same cityscape. This is a lot of. There's so much creativity going on here. Like, I'm very impressed by the amount of creativity that this game has to offer. It's very unique, and it's kind of cold in a way, but also kind of warm, but also. Wait a minute.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway.
Wait a minute.
Except, for some reason, Koda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture.
We're in the well.
And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's going to start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Wow, that was crazy. Okay, so this is version 2. But there's no assets in here. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound or refrigerator? Put a giant hole in the ground. A TV? He did the wrong asset. Okay, about the wall of the room. A huge picture of a horse. None of my answers are working. What's that, Lassie? A skylight. Let's do that. Oh, just a light. Okay. And none of my answers matter. I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Yeah, exactly. Wait, what the? Is this IKEA? Oh my god, is this the Endless IKEA SCP?
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not
Is
really
this the Endless IKEA
it's
SCP?
Just weird for weirdness' sake.
Oh my god. Are we in SCP?
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over.
Oh my god.
This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Not the IKEA SCP. Yeah, exactly, Wombat. Hello, please walk forward. Welcome to the Endless IKEA. Escape my prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care of each step. What the hell? Click on this table. Go to the photo frame and click on it slightly. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on again. Have to head out. See you next time. Yeah, Bigfoot Believes. Have a great night. Oh, wait. Bigfoot Believes. Wait. Bigfoot Believes my Bigfoot plushie says hello. Just saying. Anyway, have a great night. I should do like channel point redemptions from my collection of video game plushies. Okay. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Finally touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Wait, what? Return?
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
That is
There's a version
crazy.
where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this.
Oh,
prison.
Guava, thank you so much
Nearly a dozen.
for gifting a tier 1 sub.
Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go,
Thank you for the follow,
"Maybe there
Game
are
On Brad.
ideas other than this prison that I could be working on." But Coda doesn't have that.
It's
voice
game
telling
time,
you to
exactly.
stop.
Hi,
That
yeah, welcome on
particular
in. Oh my
mechanism
gosh.
of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so it
Wow.
keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something.
This is
And he likes
crazy.
it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Oh, thanks for giving Game On Brad a shout out. I didn't realize you were a streamer. Outer Worlds. Oh, nice. Oh, the game just started. Guava, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Artsy Gamer, and enjoy the Italian Gamer Joe emotes. And yeah, Guava, thank you so much again. Welcome on in, and thank you so much for the follow, Game On Brad. You play lots of MMOs and RPGs. Nice. By MMOs, which ones do you play? Okay, let's see. We're playing an adventure game called The Beginner's Guide, and it's really interesting and unique, but it's very intense. And there it is. There's the lamppost. Of course it is. This game is so crazy. In all the right ways. Like, it's so unique. and scary. It's open. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't go in. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is scary. This is scary. Hello? Who is this? It's me. I'm you after you escaped the prison. You're me. So you were trapped in this prison too. I was in the furniture maze.
It's a conversation.
To yourself.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows.
Thanks, Nero Next Door.
But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Wow, this is crazy. This is insane. Wow, that's awesome. Game On Brad, I will definitely drop you a follow. Thanks so much. You were playing World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy 14, Ark. That's awesome. That's awesome. The only MMO game that I play consistently is Sea of Thieves. I don't know if you're a Sea of Thieves fan, but I do play a lot of that. That makes me really happy. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. Wow. Arr. Wait, if you're me, then did you get another call from the version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Italian Pirate Joe. Yeah. Can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? All you have to do is be sincere to get out. All you need to do is tell me how you feel. Just talk to me for a bit. That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just tell me how you feel. Hi, Kelly C. I really appreciate. Welcome on in. Afraid that nothing will ever change. Go on.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games.
This is
After
crazy.
all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay.
Oh, Kelly C, I didn't know you were a streamer.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Welcome in. Yeah, this is really, really cool and really scary.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Oh, wow, look at this. It's like such an interesting, like,
to
little...
me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Oh, it's one of those, like, those people. Maybe. My goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might have to clean this entire house myself. And right now, miserable would that have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create.
2 months? Well, this place ain't going to clean itself as far as I know. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you clear the table? Much nicer. That's how I want the table to see. Run to the bedroom and make the bed. Wow. This is like... Straighten the rug. Oh my god, it's Nancy Drew all over again. This rate, okay. Speaking of which, pills on the couch are wreck. Would you straighten them up? This is really cool. It's a really cool game so far, but it's also like, I don't really know what to think of it right now. Spilled a drink by the couch. Oh, it's really interesting. This shirt include cheesy person. Yes, make it cheesy, really cheesy. No. This kind of gives me Undertale vibes a little bit, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it's giving me... Because Undertale kind of feels the same way. Like, it's like this cold world that, like, it's just so random. I'm getting a lot of Undertale vibes from this. Last time I checked, a tub need cleaning. Always scrub it as best you can. Have I played this game before? I played it a long time ago, but I forgot a lot of it. I completely forgot a lot of it. I played this like maybe 10 years ago, maybe longer. I don't remember when this game came out. The books are still scattered on the floor of the bedroom. Put them back on the shelf. Wait, the dishes again?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
The rug in the bedroom again?
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
This is really cool, but it's also crazy. I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Oh, don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get it. That's a weird thing to say. Yeah, you're right. There's a bit of truth to it now, right? Right? Anyway. So, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Clean up the books. This is a very repetitive game like that, but it's also like... It kind of reminds me of Nancy Drew a little bit. With the, like, White Wolf stuff.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
I do like how positive it is. Do you enjoy this?
Of course, it can't last.
Oh.
The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Wow. Talk about... So this is the in-between, and then we stayed for a little bit, but unfortunately we couldn't stay long in the in-between because we have to keep moving. Is that what he's saying? That's crazy. It's very sad. Oh, and then there's the lamppost. Wow.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
This is... Wow. Items you love at
This
members-only
one gets
prices.
a bit goofy.
Oh, we're to school. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your life? Who do you know is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. God, this is getting deep. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game,
But
the
being
perspective
perfect is
shifts.
effortless. What the? This kind of reminds me of the Halloween Town movie for some reason.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are.
Oh my god.
Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, I can. Well, let me tell you right now, it isn't effortless. I can't go up there, though. If you were torturing yourself trying to figure out the right solutions... Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Hey, Panda Tech. So you got the one thing that is the easiest, simple path forward. There is no trick. Wow. This is crazy. Huh. And I like how you see the professor's notes.
I feel like it's one of the
in his
most
head.
relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
Talk about like
I
a
think
really...
about this game a lot these days.
Yeah, that's crazy. 2010, oh my gosh. In 2010, I was
This one took a lot
sophomore.
longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And it's
we're
not
on a
like it's
stage.
particularly complex. So I remember I found that a little
Oh my gosh.
strange at the time.
This is crazy and scary. Holy shit, that scared me. Performance is beginning. Places, please. What the hell? You'll be playing as me. We are gathering professionals. First, you start out against this wall. Oh shit. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello. Hello, that's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her to be a human being. Do it again. Shit. I'm super scared right now. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's... Oh, shit. Gooba Jetpack, oh my god, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Gooba Jetpack, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe community. I am Italian Gamer Joe, and I am an adventure game streamer and variety game streamer here on Twitch. I play a lot of different games like Nancy Drew, big Nancy Drew super fan here. I also started doing a lot of YouTube content like Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem parodies. So if you're a Nancy Drew fan and you like Nancy Drew and you played Midnight in Salem, go check out my Plotagon parodies on YouTube. I do stream a lot of adventure games, including Nancy Drew. Currently, I'm streaming Nancy Drew Danger by Design, so if you like that one, I'll be streaming that one soon. Right now, we are playing The Beginner's Guide, which is a really unique and crazy adventure game. So if you're into like more narrative-driven experiences, you're in for quite the experience here. How is Sea of Darkness, Gooba, and Jetpack? For those of you that are here, please consider giving Gooba and Jetpack a follow. They are a streamer couple, and they are really, really fun to hang out with, and they are really fun in their streams, and they're both like big goofballs and just hilarious and fun to hang out with, and they really engage with their chat, and they're super fun and super cool. So just please consider giving Gooba and Jetpack a follow because they are a really friendly streamer couple, and they're both just really nice, and they're extremely inclusive as well. So once again, thank you so much, Gooba and Jetpack, for the raid. I really appreciate it. How was Sea of Darkness? Did you finish it yet? Nancy versus Nancy, welcome on in. Me as a baby streamer taking notes of how you handle a raid. Aw, welcome on in, Nancy versus Nancy, and thanks for giving Nancy versus Nancy a shout out as well. They also have an adorable doggy named Roxy. Oh, that's so cute. Nancy versus Nancy, I haven't checked out your channel yet, but I would love to get the chance to maybe watch you play some Nancy Drew games soon. And you were last playing Ghosts of Thornton Hall. Nice. That's awesome. But welcome on in, everybody. Once again, I'm Italian Gamer Joe. I am playing an adventure game called The Beginner's Guide. It's made by the same person that made the Stanley Parable. So if you ever heard of that, this is the same guy, Davey something. And I'm really excited playing this so far. It's been quite the adventure. And to be honest, I'm probably going to have to like stream something after this to like cool myself down because this is like such a crazy experience. But welcome on in again. I hope you all get the chance to enjoy this game. It's really crazy. Gooba and Jetpack say that we think that we broke Sea of Darkness. Oh no. What did you do? What did you do? Let me guess. You asked for a fifth hint, and the fifth hint said, find the key. And then you're like, find the key. And then it's another option, find the key, search for the key. And then you just kept redeeming the hint, and then like the game broke. The game's like, you know what, we're out of here. It's like that SpongeBob meme where it's like, all right, I'm out of here. And then the game just completely crashed. No one will talk to us. Quava's Redemption of Hydrate is brought to you by Ice Mountain Water. But anyway, once again, thank you so much. I'm going to jump into this scene and see how crazy this is. We're in this stage, and it's so scary. I'll give you props to work with. These come with cones that bounce when you touch them. Now talk to her again. Oh, it's like a pinball machine. You must really worked really hard to get where you are. This is crazy. Thank you. I appreciate that so much, Gooba and Jetpack. I just released one tonight. So feel free to go check it out if you can. This is crazy. What is going on in this game? The most recent one that I posted on YouTube is Jetpack. It's the one where Nancy and Lauren are in Lauren's house and they're talking, and I go completely off script, and Nancy goes into like this confession about why she did not solve a case for 5 years. So and then there's a really, really funny, like, there's a really funny scene where Nancy and Lauren go to the club and they dance a lot. They dance the night away. So go check out my YouTube parody of Midnight in Salem, because you think you might like it a lot. Oh my god, look at this. There's a light post. Do we keep going? Whoa, it's like a prison. Not the prison again. This is scary. This game is very scary. Nancy versus Nancy. It's not really, oh shit.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
That was really fucked up.
After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Oh, it is so intense. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Should I close my eyes? Okay, what's going on? Help, I'm blind. I can't see anything. Close your eye. Oh, fine. Closing my eyes. I don't know what's going on. I can't do anything. I can't see anything. Okay, I'm gonna open my eyes now. Listen to the sound of our voice, right? Help, I'm blind. Something enormous.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already.
I can't see anything.
It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Oh, it's the giant puzzle door. It's coming to kill us. Oh my god. It's the SS Whisper. It's one of the first games Coda made. Wow. Look at that. And then we died. Oh my gosh. What do we do? Help. What can we do? Is there anything we can do? Oh, okay, we're going up. Truth. The only way to stop it is to speak something honest. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. Wow. I can't keep making these. It's draining me.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like,
I never really liked your spaghetti. Oh my gosh,
Gooba Jetpack. Anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time.
I never liked it.
Here was the point in my relationship.
I don't even like
Coda
pasta.
where I really
I do like
started
pasta.
To wonder
but
if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
6 months. Holy shit. Hello? Spaghetti is good. That's impossible. Yeah, exactly. I'm made of pasta. Where did this island come from? Oh, wow. It's like a heavenly place. Oh no, well, Genezy, what was it? Since I've talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. When I try to create, I feel empty. Ooh. I'd say... This is tough. I'd say Scottish Gamer James, only because Digicub raids a Scottish gamer, and he has a really cute accent. And he's... yeah, anyway. American Gamer Eric. Oh my gosh, you guys are all making fun of my username, and I love it. I'm living for this. I'm living for it. Russian Gamer Ivan, because I'm horny. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. Okay, let's go find the machine. Let's go find it.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative
Chat bully Joe.
This one turns it up to 11.
Exactly.
Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder.
This is crazy. I'll stick with classic Italian, Joe. Oh, thanks,
Why?
Guava.
What is it for?
Thank you, Guava. I recognize this.
From my perspective at the time...
Cotton Eye... Oh my god, right, Gooba? Right?
This
And
was a
Jetpack?
result of
Yeah,
how
exactly.
isolated he was. He was
First you have
in
to
his
close
own
it.
little
First you
bubble,
have to...
just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. Now we're like talking. And then we're out.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Oh my god. This is scary. Oh my god.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Holy shit. Gooba and Jetpack, thank you so much again for the raid and for coming in. I really appreciate that.
After finishing this one,
for those of you here, please give them a follow. They're so fun to hang out with.
Up with a new game.
This is crazy. This is just crazy. The machine. German gamer Gunther. I love it. I love it. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machine and it's waiting for you now. You could begin interrogation whenever you like. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so you might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Oh, wow. This is what it feels like to be in a press. That was pretty cool, actually. I like that. So this is Coda.
And of course, it's the machine.
Goose Gamer Honk. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this. I'm loving these usernames. Y'all should start your own user game generation business thing. I don't know. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. Oh man. So basically, like, we're the bad guy. Australian Gamer Wombat. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. So much creativity. I love it. My followers. Bad news is here. The machine will not apologize to us. We will find a way to live without it. Oh my god, what is this? Us talking about Nancy Drew? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Let us pay it retribution. We will destroy them. Oh no. Oh no, not that. It's like Guava says, Italian Gamer. Oh no. Oh wow, look at this like theater, but it's like an earlier rendition of the theater. What the? I have a gun. Wait, what? Oh, wow. This is crazy. This is kind of scary, to be honest. G.I. Joe.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings...
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Game On, Brad.
Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Oh, this is the idea room.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
This is really scary, though. Jogan von String. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing
this is
that
kind
I've
of
made,
crazy.
when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011. and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Oh wow, I'm getting goosebumps. It's
So
it's
let's
the
take a
last
look.
game he ever made. Mojo, Genius, that's funny. This is really sad. I'm like sad looking at this.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
This is crazy. Sad Gamer Joe. Yup, that's me. Oh wow.
This room actually has a maze in it.
It looks like a lighthouse. Oh shit.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the level, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
I pressed enter. Wow. That's so sad. Oh shit. That is really crazy. This kind of reminds me of a lighthouse. Like the top of the tower looks like a lighthouse to me. You're being passive aggressive
And
to your
be
pushy
fair,
friend.
it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Is it nothing?
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
15167. Wait, 151617. The social barriers he could never seen. Coda always felt like life was an unplayable game. Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's a lot. You're right. It seems like there's a lot of despair going on here. So much despair. It's like Danganronpa. No hope, just despair. Which I will be streaming again one day. Oh.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely.
Sorry.
Just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
That's crazy.
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
Or maybe
can
that's
open
just
this door
Davy's
for you,
read of the
so
situation.
let me
It's
do that.
possible. To be honest, I see it more as maybe Coda like blocking him. Like we're inside a block, so like blocking him. But then because the switch is outside the door, that's Coda's way of saying like, I'm just not ready for you for any like for I'm just not ready yet. I'm not ready for this. But the reason why this Switch exists in the first place is because that's maybe Coda's way of saying, like, I'll revisit this in the future. That's my guess, at least. Like, you know, like, you're not it, like this, like, maybe it's like a personification. Like, we're the player exploring the game, but if Coda's the one locking the player in here, I feel like it's like, especially because if the Switch is outside the door,
Was I a failure for not understanding this game?
Maybe it's just Coda's way of saying, like,
it's not like everything.
It's not permanent.
But I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand.
It's
why.
kind of like, my interpretation is like, give him space. It's kind of like my interpretation, like, give him space to just be. But I don't know. That's just my initial interpretation right now.
I remember it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is.
Because I don't think we're playing as Coda.
The guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand.
Yeah, no problem,
who he
Cedric. I appreciate that.
And what he
That'd be
stood
great.
for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
I really am liking this a lot, though. This MC Escher... Oh my gosh, the Arcade Bear. Can we get a shout out for the Arcade Bear, please? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at these lights. They remind me of, like, church windows a little bit.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me.
That's interesting.
But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
So, Arcade Bear, this is a narrative-driven, like, walking simulator. That's the best way to put it. It's a narrative, like, it's like watching a movie. There's no puzzles.
Where did I screw up?
The person you hear right now is the creator of the game. Well, kinda. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
Making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
This is really, really fucked up to see, and having, like, me being someone that's experienced something similar to this in my life, this is a little triggering, to be honest. And it's fucked up. It's really sad.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
So Cedfreak says in this case, the tower... Nancy versus Nancy is like, I'm not having a good time, but also I'm having a good time. Now I question all. Nancy versus Nancy. I know, right? In this case, the tower is meant specifically for Davey. He had to break the game to get to read the message, in a sense, violating Coda's boundaries. That makes sense. That makes sense. That I can see that, and that's why, like, when I was playing the tower, I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, you're not playing as Coda, you're playing as the player, you're playing as, and when you even, and then it almost seems to me like when Coda had to break the game, or no, when Davey had to break the game and then get inside those blocks and the mess switches on the other side, the fact that the switch even exists to me seems like it's a like, you know, it's like, what I'm trying to say is, like, it wasn't forever. It was just like he just needed space. Sorry, he just needed space from his friend. Thanks, Arcade Bear. I appreciate that. Sometimes those people that ghost you, Jane Easy, are people that you love too, which is even worse. Was that a blurb or was that in the game? I thought I heard like a switch sound. It was weird. I wonder at times whether or you think I am making these games for you. The funny thing is, you can still... Is that the light post? Or is that just the... No, it's not a light post. It's just the speaker. Or just the floor light.
The people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Hey, Candy Girl, welcome in. You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. Huh. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Oh, I see. Would you stop changing my game? Stop adding lampposts? Wait, what? Oh. I doubt Davey's the one adding the lampposts, right? Like, I'm assuming Coda's the one adding the lampposts, but because of Davey, right? It is. It is what? It is Davey adding the lampposts or Coda adding the lampposts? Oh, Davey's the one adding the lampposts? Oh. Oh. That's an interesting plot twist. Because, like, that's a bit... That changes things. It definitely changes things. Stop adding lampposts to them. Would you simply let them be what they are?
I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing.
That's crazy.
Less than nothing.
Would you simply let them be what they are? When I'm around you, I feel physically... Oh my gosh. Decipher Pup, welcome in. Viewer discretion is advised. And the lampposts threw me off earlier, but I did see the violation of the boundaries when Davey showed the games. Yeah. Thanks for giving Decipher Pup the shout out. When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. You have to go through those words. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. Oh, wow. Wow. That's very interesting. The fact that I came into this game so late, I'm still affected by it, says a lot. I know, right, Nancy versus Nancy? This is one of those games that definitely makes you think for quite a few... This is one of those games that it's only like a 2-hour game, but like this game will live with you for quite some time. It kind of stays in you for a while. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet, which is fine. You are not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Huh. Oh, shit. Oops. Sorry. Okay, let's try that again.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply,
the room is closing in.
Will you start making games again?
It's like a death trap or something.
I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I
like
had
a
your
death
work
trap
to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again. Like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness.
Okay, I know this is like really intense, but this is literally like the Nancy Drew community to her interactive. After Midnight in Salem, and during Midnight in Salem. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going back to being serious again. I just had to say it. I'm like, this is literally the entirety of the Nancy Drew community begging her interactive to make a Nancy Drew game again.
Is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading. And all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Oh, and it ends before it ends. But I wonder if Davey changed that or if Coda changed that, or if that was just intentional. Epilogue. Oh my god. This is how it... Oh my god. This is crazy. And it starts when you're looking up. But this can't be... This can't be like a Coda-made game, is it? Is this a Davey-made game? Yeah. Huh.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
This is crazy. Oh, the train's open. Okay. This is so interesting.
Solution.
Oh, wow. That was really creative. I liked that. That was really creative. Oh, wow.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Which is so interesting when you put it that way. Like, some people just really have certain passions for things, and you can't really... There's nothing wrong with that. That hallway at the end over there reminds me of like the little like nooks you see on top of a door, and you're like, how does anyone get there? How do you clean that?
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
This is crazy. Like, I you clean it with skill, right, Wombat? Exactly. Oh, it faded to black. Okay. Winchester Mystery House. I would have no patience. Yeah. Where the fuck are we now? It's like a fucking cave or something. Are these Coda-made games that Davey's showing us that just weren't part of the original?
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but The thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
I mean, like, if Coda's not gonna make games anymore, like, no offense to him, but like, Davey could, find inspiration from a person and make his own games based on another person. Like, he could be like, oh, it was inspired by an old friend of mine. Like, if it really affected him that much. I mean, think about the Nancy Drew games and how, like, from Nancy Drew, we have Amelia Darnell coming out. We have, the other one, Marcella Moon. I'm making my own game. Like, so I mean, you do have, like, people that, like, do get inspired by other games. That happens all the time. But I mean, I get where Davey's coming from and how this is something that's really affected him. It's very dark.
What now?
Because it's like a misunderstanding, it almost seems like.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for.
We need from this. We need.
Just gonna...
We need RuPaul at the end of this tunnel, and he'll be like, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love anybody else? Can I get an amen up in here? Like, we need that. We need that, please. Can someone just send Davey, like, all of the Drag Race seasons, please, and just have him, like, watch Drag Race from season 1 all the way up to season 14? Like, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love anybody else? Amen. Because Davey wants nothing more than to be loved. Don't we all? Love that. Seriously, like, we need RuPaul in here. God, this feels like my supernatural virtual reality workouts. Welcome to a new workout. We are now in Egypt. This is pretty crazy, though. I don't know what this is, if this is a Davey game or a Coda game, but it's very interesting. And welcome on in, Human Gamer. This is crazy. Is this another prison? It's an elevator. It's an elevator this time. Doing well, Cuban Gamer. How are you doing tonight? I'm probably gonna play something way more, like, happy after this. Wait, did we go into full circle? It doesn't use any Coda assets. Yeah, that's true. So it's possible that it's a Davey game. Yeah, that's true. That you have your own interpretations now, and it's no longer... Is that the death ray from the beginning of the game? I'm getting, like, goosebumps when I watch this. So many goosebumps. All the goosebumps. Is that lightning and thunder? Whenever I hear thunder now, I think of the Imagine Dragons song. Thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. I do feel bad for Davey, and I wonder if he ever had retribution with Coda, or if he ever, like, if the two of them ever, like, apologized to each other. Like, maybe they're not best friends, but maybe I wonder if they, like, I wonder if Davey got his closure, and I wonder if Coda, gave him that closure, or if they gave each other that closure. Yep, we're floating again. Now I'm drinking it to cope, right? Oh my god, holy shit. Wow. This is insane. Wow. And that was the trailer for Maze Runner. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, go back to being serious. Back to being serious. Wow. That was... Is it really loud? 4R. Sorry. My audio, like... Wait, what happened to my... Okay, why did the audio output capture get, like, so weird? Okay. What happened? Okay.
You said, let me prove that I'm brave.
The jokes, my heart cannot take it. When you get to transcend your thoughts that people trapped you and the people cared for.
But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles.
This was a very unique, very creative game.
And you're so tired.
And it's, I mean, is this a true story? Like, is this a really, like, a real true story? Like, this actually happened? Or is this just is this a fiction story that Davey wrote? It is fictional? It's not real? It's not a true story? Really? Wait, are you serious? It's not a true story? It's fictional? No way. You're telling me that Davey wrote all of this and it's all fiction? Like, he didn't have a personal experience like this? I'm Googling this shit. I am Googling this. Is Beginner's Guide real? Yeah, it's saying that he actually is a real person. It's not entirely made up, apparently. But it's like romanticized, is what they're saying. Yeah, that apparently he is a real person. Apparently there's someone like, okay, Davey Redden confirmed that Coda does exist, according to this podcast. There's a podcast you can listen to. Yeah, Guava, you saw it. Okay, yes, Guava, you saw it. A podcast with Tone Control. Yeah, exactly. So Davey, not Darren. I'm sorry. Davey. This is crazy. This is all the chapters of all the levels we entered. That was... Oh my god, that was crazy. That was a crazy game. I'm just in shock at like at everything of this game, and just, you know, funny thing is, if you go to the reviews and stuff, it's always fun looking at the reviews. A very emotional, moving game. Incredible. Coming from Stanley Parable, I thought this would be a very nice game to play. While it is certainly a great game, I could not recommend it to everyone. It is very emotional, so be warned. It is not unlike anything the Stanley Parable. That is very true. And I played Stanley Parable. This is what postmodern art should be. It is a challenging piece. It does not ask a lot of you for the 2 hours or so you are holding the controller, but it does ask a lot of you for the hours, days, weeks, month, years thereafter when you will still be thinking about it. That time will not necessarily be an uncomfortable experience, but it may also be beautiful and resonant, worth your time and money. I know I came in at the end, but I don't think I had a chance at understanding that one. I just like lampposts. I will never look at a lamppost the same way ever again. This is not a game. It is something more. I feel as I should not have seen it, but I'm glad at the same time. The game manipulated my emotions and made me so invested and emotionally attached to the story that at the end I forgot it was a fictional story and did research for 15 minutes to see if Coda found this game. But Coda is real, apparently. Like, he is a real person, and that this something like this actually happened, I guess. Something similar. Ooh. Someone wrote a bad review. What did the bad review say? This is Coda's review. No, I'm just kidding. The game is very meaningful to a lot of people, and I understand that. However, I was not prepared for experience that was 100% emotionally negative. It was horribly depressing. I wish I had some warning, someone who told me this game is not for everyone. If you don't like sad stories with nothing positive or emotionally redeeming, don't buy this game. Please realize that when I give this review, I'm only trying to give that warning. I can see why it's such good reviews. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I get where this person's coming from, but I mean, I still think you should. I would recommend it, to be honest. Like, I would still recommend it. Look at the comments. There's 15 comments to that review. Overall, I liked it. I thought it was a really good game. I think the beginner's guide is phenomenal when it comes to the story it's trying to tell. It came out in 2015, so it's not. I mean, it's relatively. It's not old, but it's not like, new either. And then Davey also made the Stanley Parable, which I will stream one day. I will stream this one day. This is the Stanley Parable. I'll try to make it full screen.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
It's a very unique game, by the way.
Push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished...
This game was very unique when it came out. Like, I remember playing this and, thinking to myself, this is crazy. Like, what am I playing? Like, this game was very, very unique. And, you see, he just left the room and now he's back at the room again. So, that's why, when I see Davey's work, I think to myself, maybe this is just a signature. I don't know. I feel I'm trying. This is like a chicken and egg scenario here to me. I'm getting a chicken and egg scenario here.
Oh, come now. You don't want it to end already, do you? Why don't we begin again?
No, I don't think it's hundreds. But there is a lot of endings.
Wait, how did you do that?
Yeah, it's a really crazy game. It's really intense. It's really, really intense. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe content complete. Wait, what? There's Ultra Deluxe. What does that even mean? Everything you remember has been recreated, yet it's different somehow. We've been here before. As we approach our release window, we'll be revealing our Discord platforms, footage, teaser. Really? They're making more? Really? I'm in shock at that. That's crazy. I'm in shock that that's even a thing. Really?
What does it mean to be a video game developer? It means lying boldly.
Okay, before I go into that though, what I was gonna say was, I wonder if the beginner's guide is a prequel to Stanley Parable. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I wonder if Davey had his experience with Coda and saw all Coda's games and and was inspired by all that. And kind of like how I was saying before, maybe Davey made Stanley Parable after his experience with Coda, and Stanley Parable is like a love letter to Coda. And then after he made Stanley Parable, he made Beginner's Guide to like explain where a lot of that craziness from Stanley Parable came from. That's what I'm thinking, maybe. That like it could have been like a love letter to Coda. That Stanley Parable is, because they're both games are like very similar. Because I've played Stanley Parable and they're very similar to each other. Like there's prisons in Stanley Parable. There's like lots of very interesting experiences. I definitely Davey confirmed Coda is fictional, but he could represent Davey or another experience he had. Wait, really, Guava? Really? So Coda is fictional? Well, okay. Question though, Guava, is Coda might be fictional, but is Coda based on another person that Davey did not mention? Like, is Coda someone else? Like, Coda may be fictional, but could there be a different like Coda? Because we know that like Coda in the game is fictional, right? But like, is there a different person with a different name that Davey just gave the name Coda to? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it an alias? I don't know. Like, Guava, you said it in your comment. It could represent another experience he had. Exactly. So it could be Davey's experiences that he's had in the past. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Copyright file? Oh, okay. That makes sense. You have to listen on the podcast. Okay. Let's look at this really quick trailer. It's coming out in early 2022. So let's just check this out real quick and see how much they're expanding it.
Brazenly to your audience, promising them release dates that are wildly outside the realm of reality.
New endings, new choices, and new
Release
platforms.
date has turned out to be a lie. You double down even harder on the next wildly unrealistic release schedule.
2020.
Don't worry, you tell them. This is the one for sure.
Oh my gosh, this is so
round
funny.
And round the cycle goes. Is there any video game in development at all?
It's still in development. Oh my god, this is Nancy Drew. This is basically Nancy Drew.
A promise indistinguishable from reality.
Is this her interactive? Is this her interactive?
Do this to us. They've betrayed our trust again and again. When will we learn to stop buying into every little...
Oh my god, this is basically her interactive.
What's this?
Just kidding.
Early 2022? Why, that's fantastic to hear. I'm so excited. But remember, developers, this is the last time I believe you. After this, your time is up.
Right, Guava?
My patience is wearing thin, and I have so many new stories I want to tell. Better get back to work then. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
After 3 years of development, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe content is now complete and preparing to release for PC and consoles. Wow. That's great. Early 2022. I guess we'll find out when it comes out. That's crazy. Coming soon. 3 years later. Davey Redden. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Ah. It's the same game all over again. Oh, what the fuck? They really changed it. They really did change a lot, huh? Her active, please take notes. Yeah, exactly. Nancy Drew, Mystery of the Seven Keys, early 2022. Well, if the implication that Coda is an experience with a real person isn't one of the points that Davian proxy us and leave them alone, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what so many people think. Coda is Davey in regards to response to Stanley Parable or something. It could be, you're right, it could be like a note to himself. That could be the case too. It could very well be the case. But yeah, I'm so glad we finished Beginner's Guide. I'm really glad I got the chance to finish it. Oh my god, my reaction to completing the game, and it's just Patrick. Oh my god, that's amazing. So amazing. I'm going to switch over to chatting. Okay. Well, I just want to say thank you, everybody that came in to watch me play the Beginner's Guide. This game is really intense. We could have a Socratic discussion about the games, about this game for days. We probably could, Wombat. There's a lot of philosophical stuff going on here with this game. Lots of philosophical stuff going on. 100% agree with you. So I think what I'm going to do tonight is, after playing that game, I want to, like, you know, wind down with a different game that's more positive. But before I do that, I'm going to raid and then take a break, and then I'll go live again at some point. But I want to just look for someone who's online. Let me see real quick. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. So one of my friends, Tina Balducci, is streaming Nancy Drew, White Wolf of Icicle Creek, and she is currently doing a collaboration with 2 other Nancy Drew streamers. So I think I'm gonna raid her because she is really cool, and she's also a game developer, and I think it's worth a visit to Tina Balducci if you don't know her. She's super awesome. She's from Canada, really nice streamer. I think you should definitely say hi to her and her 3 other streamer friends. Like I said, they're all playing Nancy Drew, the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Once again, I just want to say, and she's drunk, according to Guava. Once again, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. I'm going to go live soon, but just want to say thank you so much again for coming in and hanging out with me. This VOD will also be on YouTube, so if you want to watch the VOD, it'll be there as well. And once again, thank you all so much. I hope you have a fantastic night. Let's go. If you want to stick with me on the raid, let's go say hi to Tina and go give her a raid for her stream. Thanks again for watching me play Beginner's Guide. Hope you got a lot out of it, and hope you all have a great night.